Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Marion and I do fashion DIY videos. So in today's video we are doing this wrap dress. If you know me, you know I love my wrap dresses. So today we are doing this other version. So I just want to say before we start, please subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that. It really helps me. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. So of course I used Ankara, as you saw, and I ended up using about 2 meters, maybe 2.5. Just really depends on the height you go for. So to start, I'm just folding my fabric to begin with, cutting the back side of the dress. I'm folding quarter hip measurement plus 3 inches because yeah, you'll see. And then I went in with half my shoulder measurement and then went down to the armhole depth. Square that with my quarter bust measurement, and now I'm just measuring my quarter waist and linking the bust to the waist, then going down to the hip, quartering quarter hip measurement plus 1 inch for length. Then for the height, I went with my full height minus 10 inches because the flounce is going to be 10 inches. Then as you can see from the waist, I just squared, I flared it out a bit to create like an A-line effect for the dress. For the neck, I went down 1 inch. And that's it. I'm just cutting out the fabric. And this is my back piece of the dress. That's how it's looking, like a little flared dress. And then onto the right side, I'm just going to use the back piece, but for the front I will add 4 inches to the center front for the overlap. Then going to mark the neckline, I'm going down 5 inches on the center front. I mark that and then mark at the waist to flare the neckline because it's a V-neck, of course. Then connect the rest of the neckline to that 5-inch mark. I'll also just eyeball the front hem to create like a curve coming into the center front. So you can just, whatever shape you want for your hem, you can go with. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to cut this out. I wanted it to go in a little bit more, so I'm just going to go in and yeah, do that. At the waist there, you see I left around 2 inches popping out. That is just so that when I'm sewing, I'm not confused about where to place the ties or the belts. So it's just like marking a notch or something. Yeah. So those are my pieces. That's the front pieces. Just confirming that the hips are well covered or will be well covered. That's okay. Now moving on to the flounce or the hemline peplum thing that we are adding with the gathers. I'm cutting 4 pieces of this, and I'm cutting they're each going to be 12 inches long, and then the width is of course 45 inches. So yes, I'm cutting 4 pieces which are 12 inch by 45 inch, and these are going to make the bottom flounce on the dress that will be attached on the hemline of the dress. Next is the sleeves. So I'm just cutting regular sleeves. I will be putting some elastic at the bottom of the sleeves, so the sleeves are not really going to be shaped to fit. They're going to be like baggy. So I'm just cutting like a straight sleeve to allow for that. So these are all the pieces. I went ahead and cut out some lining as well. I'll be lining the dress. So that's the front, back, and then these are the flounce pieces with the gathers. Then you have the ties or belt pieces and the sleeves. So let's get into the sewing. So I don't know, like maybe one of you might have seen me trying to do a live last week when I was making this dress. So here's the tutorial. I don't know, I've been wanting to do lives. I don't know how possible that can be because the machine is loud and I wouldn't be able to speak through the lives. But you know, it's something I've been thinking about. So tell me down below if you'd want to see lives of me sewing and how would you want them to be. So that's the reason why I put on my ring light, just because my phone was on that side recording. So anyway, back to the tutorial. I've just attached the belts or the ties for the dress, and now I'm going to attach the shoulder seams. So for the belts, I'll turn them right side out before attaching them. So yeah, now just doing the shoulders. Make sure the right sides are kissing, and then we're going to do the shoulders on the or the shoulders on the lining, same as we've done with the main fabric. So that's it. Before we attach the main to the lining, I'm going to turn this right side out because we're using them in the next step, which is attaching the neckline of the lining to the main fabric. So here they are, and yeah, putting the right side of the lining at the right side of the main fabric casing, we are now going to attach the two pieces on the neckline, starting with that waist where we put the belt at the waistline there, that like notch or point we had indicated. Then I'm just going to sew through that all the way to the other side. Yeah, so like tell me down below if you'd like to see lives. I really want to start doing lives. It's just that I'm not sure, you know, how to do them, or because the machine is loud, can I do lives of me cutting? And then yeah, I want to do lives. Comment down below like which type of lives you can watch, because for this ones I was attempting, I've seen like one or two people joining and then they don't see anything and then they just go. So I guess it's not as entertaining. So yeah, tell me. Okay, so as you've seen, I've added the waist, the belt at the waist on the other side, and then I'm going to now understitch that neckline so that it stays. Remember to notch the areas with curves so that they lay flat after you're done understitching. So that's the neckline. It's looking good already. And then now we're ready to attach the sleeve onto the dress, the sleeves. So that's the sleeve attached. And now we can just go ahead and finish up the seam, starting with the sleeve, the hem of the sleeve, all the way to the hem of the dress. Just do like a straight stitch all through. Make sure all the layers are lined up together, because we have the the main fabric as well as the lining. So on here I left about 1 inch at the waistline for the hole to pass through, the hole for the belt to pass through. So at the waistline about 1.5 inches at the seam. Left that for the wrapping purposes, and that's it. So moving on to the sleeve, I'm going to fold a casing for elastic, because I'm putting elastic at the bottom. So yeah, just fold a big enough fold for elastic to go through, then leave about 1 inch to enable the elastic going through. We'll put in the elastic later. So now I'm just going to repeat this process on the other side of the dress, and then we move on to the bottom flounce. So these are the 4 pieces I had cut out that are going to the bottom of the dress. I'm just attaching all of them together to form like a long one before putting in the gathers. So once they're all sewn together, I'm just going to hem the whole piece. There it is, all hemmed. Now, using the longest stitches on my machine, I'm going to do a straight stitch at the top to enable to form the gathers. You know, there are machines that can make gathers all at once. I don't know how that's, I guess I'll find out how I can make mine do that. But for now, longest stitches, and then I'm just gathering by pulling one thread. Then I'm going to pull until it's the same size as the hem of the dress. Pin it all together, pin it to the dress, and then I'm just going to sew the whole hemline, as you see. So yes, the process of making the gathers and pinning takes a while, so yeah, take your time. There's no rush. I mean, sometimes there's a rush, but yeah, take your time. And then make sure the gathers are well spaced so that the final thing looks nice. And yeah, so getting to the end of that hemline. So you see the hemline ends back at the waistline where we put in the belt. So this is it. This is the dress done. And as always, I like repeating that you can always wear your wrap dresses as cover-ups by just tying these two the belt at the back like that and just having it lay. You see, and it's you have yourself a cover-up and a dress. You can even belt it with a different belt on top. Yo, when I tell you I love cover-ups. I love wrap dresses. Wrap dresses are the best invention in clothing. I don't any. Yeah, wrap dresses, t-shirts, and jeans. Best invention in clothing. But yeah, just to tie it, we had that hole over there on the side. Put through the belt or tie. Then you can tie it on the back or the front, wherever you want to. And there we have it. So to me, it's midi length, height. You can do this dress in different lengths. I like it as a mini as well, or even as a maxi dress. Looks so good. So that's the elastic on the sleeve. As I had said, I put in elastic and just have a pretty dress. So yeah, subscribe, please subscribe, it will help me out, and comment down below about, especially about the live thing I asked about. Okay, thank you, bye.